Hello guys, so most of this is going to be a voiceover due to the length of the filming. So you can see the bed base there, it's in two halves. One half is turned into the mini greenhouse, the other half is almost completely taken to bits to build the door, and you can see the plastic sheet in there that comes from the new mattress.
I need to get these wheels out, which isn't too difficult. I've done this before. Yeah, sounds like I'm always dismantling beds. There you go. They come out quite easy. They're held in with these spikes, and you can pull the wheel out by just opening these up here, and then the wheel will slide out. So I've got to do this on the other one, so it's pretty easy.
So what I need to do here is remove that black plastic you can see there. It's stapled in, and it is the base of the bed. It's actually woven together, that black plastic, so when it is cut it goes into a lot of loose pieces that fall onto the garden there, and hopefully are not going to get tangled up in the lawnmower. So yeah, so this is a case of cutting around it there and then trying to pull it off without making too much mess of all the fabric that's going to end up on the garden. There you go, once you've cut it you can start pulling it off. It's all stapled in, and the staples have got to come out as well, because they do stick out once you've pulled that fabric off, and there are some sharp edges on it. Now this fabric around the sides has got to come off. I can't leave it on there, otherwise it would go mouldy with all the moisture in the greenhouse. And I'm thinking there, can I cut round it? Or shall I just try and get these staples out, leaving the staples out, or even try and pull the fabric off? So I'm doing a bit of both here to see what is the best plan to get this off. There are lots and lots of staples in this, and when you pull it, the staples half stick out, and then you've got to pull the staples out, otherwise they're just going to dig in your hand. So this is me trying to rip this thing off, and it is moving very slightly. So we come back for another attempt. I've got some of it off by pulling it, but it's too tight at the end there. There are numerous staples at the end, so I'm thinking, can I cut this? Cut it straight down the middle and then rip it to the left and then to the right. Will that work? So here we go, let's cut it down the middle there, and then cut it along, I will cut it along the edges as well. And the plan is to then pull that to the right, do the same on the left as we are here, and then pull it to the left to rip it off those corners. And it does work. There you go, it's starting to come off there, so that does work. And what we've got here is the top of the bed. You can see that that brown bit there that I'm tapping. That's actually cardboard, and I'm thinking, shall I leave it in? Shall I knock it off? It's stapled in again, so it's going to be a nightmare with all the staples that are in it. So I'm just thinking, shall I leave it? Shall I rip it out? I'm a bit unsure as to what to do at this stage with this. Now this is deciding about the shelf. How am I going to put a shelf in here? I need to have a bit of a measure up. The plan is to secure it at both ends, but it turns out I don't have any wood long enough, and also I want to prop the middle of the shelf from the base upwards, so the middle of the shelf, there you go, runs under the shelf and supports it in the middle. So it's a bit of a think about here about what am I going to do, how am I going to do it, just mulling it over, trying to get it right the first time, so I don't have to make too much of a meal out of this thing. So we've got the piece of wood now. It isn't quite long enough, but it'll do. You can see it's just short on the right there, and it's also short on the left as well. But it'll be fine. And if I prop it in the middle, well, actually I'm talking about putting some wedges in there for this shelf to rest on and then be screwed down into. And that's the plan I went with. Put those wedges in and then screw that shelf down onto those wedges. And also, of course, still prop it in the middle, because it needs that needs a bit of support in the middle. Coat's off, it's got warm, and we've got all the tools listed about the floor there. These are the wedges I'm going to screw into there in those two places. Unfortunately you can't really see it on the right, but it's basically putting two screws through that wooden block into the base. The only difficulty is that as I'm going to be screwing forward in that direction, the bed wants to fall away from me, so it's a bit of a case of kneel on it, push it and screw it in, and hopefully the thing doesn't fall over. So we get the one wedge in here, and it's secure, not a problem. Although I am using the wrong size bit for the screwdriver there, but we'll manage for a bit. We'll use the wrong bit for that until we get fed up, and then eventually we do get the correct bit for this. Where's he gone? Hello. Oh, don't know what happened there. He disappeared somewhere. As I'm putting a wedge at the bottom, because that bit of wood at the bottom is bending all over the place when I'm leaning on it to support it. So 2 more screws into the other wedge for the one on the left, and again this is more difficult because it does really want to fall over, and also this is where the bit in the screwdriver is the wrong size, and I should really get the right size for it. So I've come back. I've got the right the right bit for the impact driver there, and what we're looking at there that you can't see, I don't know why I've kept this in, there's actually a cat walking past, yeah, but you wouldn't know because you couldn't see it. Anyway, we'll put this other wedge in. It will spin around, but if I just hold it, it'll be fine, and it is trying to fall over again. You can see me kneeling on the base there to stop it from falling over. So it's there we go. We're still having problems with that drill bit, but it is the right one. There we go. Oh, we're in. We're done. So get the shelf. Where's the shelf? Here's the shelf. Here we go. Look, that's going to rest on there, and then I'm going to screw down from above, and that's where a piece of wood will go to support the middle of the shelf. That isn't the piece of wood I'm going to use to support the shelf. It's just something to get a bit of a measurement in my own mind with that. There we go. We've come back again from somewhere. There's a piece of wood. We're going to put a couple of screws in there and screw it to those wedges that I've just put in. Obviously we're going to screw it down from the top. It's a bit awkward because I'm reaching in, as you can see there, and I think I put a couple of screws in, I can't remember. But anyway, it goes in okay and it's fine. That's secure, but I do want a bit more. I want to make it a bit more secure by putting a post from the base upwards there. I don't want it bending or flexing too much, and I certainly don't want anything falling off the shelf because that would be a complete disaster. So just generally here talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about here actually. Oh, post, obviously. Talking about a post. Screw it down from the top, screw it down from the bottom, and I'm still talking about that backboard, whether that should stay in or come out. I still don't know. There we go, come back again. Look at that piece of wood. That piece of wood came out of the garage and I didn't have to do anything with it. It fits perfectly, didn't have to cut it, didn't have to do a thing. It just got really lucky with that I could find a piece of wood that fits in, which is great stuff. So there's a bit of a notch on it that I have to take off on the corner, a bit of wood sticking out, but we just knock that off. Wedge it in there. Look at that, that looks really good, doesn't it? And it's going to support the middle of the shelf. Nothing's going to be falling off there. Tap it in place. Let's get it as good as we can. Screw it down and then screw it from the base. Oh, where have we gone? We've gone to get screws. They're always handy. Here we go. Get the first screw in. It's a bit awkward because of what you can see at the top there. That wood at the top is getting in the way a little bit. That's a bit awkward, but we get it in there. It's got to go in, and it goes in, and it's secure. And it will be screwed from the bottom as well. Look at that sturdy old shelf, that isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Pretty good. Don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm talking about the plastic here. Got to get the plastic around this, which is going to be interesting. Yeah, let's have a bit of a think. Is it going to fit? What am I talking about? I've no idea. Let's move on. Oh, back again. Coat's gone on. It's gone cold. Yeah, been doing this for a while now. Although we're only about 8.5 minutes in, it's probably taken about a couple of hours, 3 hours. I'm having to talk to myself about I don't know what really, life, universe, everything. I don't know what I'm talking about here. I think I'm talking about I'm talking about the plastic. Got to get the plastic round this without it ripping, getting caught on any of the staples that might be left in. I have ripped out all the staples. There's hundreds of staples sticking in there. And I'm just hoping that the plastic doesn't get caught, because it's going to start, if it rips it, then we're in trouble. Now I'm talking about a door. I need to put a door on this as well, which will mean that I have to dismantle almost completely the other bed base to get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 pieces of wood I need off the other bed frame that looks exactly the same as that one. So just telling you guys about it there, obviously thinking about it, getting cold, and time to move on a bit, stop rambling on. So the end of day one, that's what we've got in the background. While I'm sitting on, I've got to dismantle to get those 6 pieces of wood out from it to make the door. So we do call it end of play for day one, and we come back day 2, obviously the next day.